If you stand really close to him, you might smell a little bit of alcohol and curry after a night out partying. But show me a normal, down-to-earth guy who isn't like that the morning after he's had a few beers and some good food. Matthew McConaughey told People magazine that he hasn't worn deodorant in 20 years. According to him, I don't like to smell like someone or something else. If my smell starts to bother someone else, I'll take a shower. One person it did bother is his How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days co-star Kate Hudson. McConaughey told Playboy magazine she always brings a Salt Rock, which is some natural deodorant, and says, "Will you please put this on?" But not all of McConaughey's co-stars have found his smell to be gross. Nia Long starred next to him in the 2008 comedy Tropic Thunder. She said that she had doubts about his hygiene after he admitted to not using deodorant in 2 decades, but she ended up being pleasantly surprised by how he smelled. He smells like granola and healthy living. Long told all the details on SiriusXM's radio show. He has a sweet, sweet smell that is just him, and it's not musty or crazy. When it comes to underwear, some stars feel that wearing less is better. Everyone has their own choice when it comes to private clothing, from regular underwear to thongs and everything in between. But for Kelly Clarkson, less means wearing absolutely nothing. The Since You've Been Gone singer is known for not wearing any underwear at all, and she made news for it back in 2008. At the time, she told Page 6, "Why would anyone want a little piece of fabric up there, but when they can be free, call it a plan or simply what she likes for undergarments." The singer said she went without underwear the whole time she competed on American Idol. The talk show host might not be the biggest fan of deodorant either, as MTV News said that the star decided to skip using it for a while back in 2012. Baywatch hunk Zac Efron might look fresh and clean, but people say he doesn't smell like it. "Hey, I met him and didn't care at all." Someone told the dirty details to Star magazine. Zac isn't a big fan of taking showers. It's so gross because Zac loves to work out and plays basketball all the time and then goes days without showering. When he gets lazy, he likes to clean himself with baby wipes. Cool God, he stinks. Oscar winner Leonardo DiCaprio is so worried about helping the environment that he supposedly doesn't want to waste water by showering. "So, I don't want to get a bad reputation," someone told the National Enquirer. Leo has let his love for the environment take over his whole world, and it's hurting his love life. He only showers a couple of days a week to save water, and he thinks deodorant isn't natural. The person also said that he often misses when the garbage and recycling trucks come to pick up his trash, which makes his house smell just as bad as he does. Nancy Ryder was roommates with Jennifer Aniston when they first started acting in New York City, and Nancy told the New York Daily News that Aniston was weird to live with. The former roommate says the Friends star would wax the hair off her private parts on their shared couch and stuff her bra with chicken cutlets. Real chicken cutlets. "Oh God, you saw me," Aniston's representative strongly said the claims weren't true, but we can't help but wonder if those chicken cutlets helped her beat out her relatively unknown roommate. "I think I used to care a lot more about what people thought. Now, I don't." Britney Spears' former bodyguard, Fernando Flores, said in a 2011 lawsuit that the singer was more gross than beautiful behind closed doors. "It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. Yeah," he said through the Mirror that Spears had really annoying personal habits like smoking cigarettes, one after another, which made her always smell like old tobacco smoke. She did not take baths for days and days, did not use deodorant, did not brush her teeth, did not fix her hair, did not wear shoes or socks. Of course, Spears, people said the claims weren't true. "It's Britney. Reality star Kourtney Kardashian is beautiful, but according to baby daddy Scott Disick, she has a habit of smelling pretty ugly. It just sounds gross." In 2013, while breastfeeding her daughter Penelope, she supposedly decided to completely stop using deodorant, leading Disick to complain through Daily Mail. "She reeks only because she doesn't believe in wearing deodorant because she thinks it's bad for her breastfeeding or something." Kourtney supposedly tried to make her own deodorant out of baking soda and cornstarch. This clearly didn't cause their divorce, but David Arquette once told a shocking story about his now Courtney Cox's grooming habits, or lack of them. He said in an interview through The Sun, "Kourtney might be pretty, but if she's not taking care of herself, she smells like a truck driver, and I like it." Since Cox played neat freak Monica Geller on Friends, her bad smell is even more confusing. "Oh no, was I cleaning in my sleep again?" But to be fair, Cox has gotten even more low maintenance as she's gotten older. She told New Beauty magazine in 2017 that after going too far, she had all of her face fillers taken out, explaining, "I'm as natural as I can be. I feel better because I look like myself. I think that I now look more like the person that I was. I hope I do." A story about Post Malone's manager quitting because the singer smelled bad went viral, but it turned out the whole thing was fake. Still, enough people believed the rumor that they wanted Post to be on the new version of Queer Eye in summer 2018. According to BuzzFeed, I'm a really dirty man. Amazingly, Malone almost got the reality TV makeover he might not even need when Queer Eye star Caramo Brown wondered in a tweet he later deleted. LOL. Why does everyone want Post Malone to be on the show? Did he ask for it? In a typical self-making fun of himself. Reply: Malone tweeted, "No, they just think I'm ugly and smell. Lol, love the show though. Guys, keep doing great." A few months earlier, Malone talked about the same thing in a video for GQ. When a fan asked, "What does Post Malone smell like?" he replied, "I won't wear any deodorant or anything, but I have a special smell." He added, "It's just kind of like naturally attractive to girls, but I don't smell bad." That's something people think that isn't true. She's often seen with sweat stains under her arms on the red carpet. Actress Cameron Diaz told EE News, "I don't believe in antiperspirant. It's really bad for you. I haven't used it for almost 20 years. You're stinky because you use antiperspirant. It keeps all the stink inside. Does it smell like poop? Want to try her method? She suggests cutting your armpit hair so it doesn't soak up the smell." Actress and beautiful brunette Megan Fox admitted to FHM that her poor memory makes for some awkward situations. She says, "I forget to flush the toilet. Friends will tell me, 'Megan, you totally pooped in my toilet and didn't flush.' It's kind of amazing. I didn't expect to meet someone like this at the party." So, back when she was dating Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart supposedly avoided taking baths like it was her job. Someone told the National Enquirer, "Rob's a relaxed guy, but he finds Kristen's dirty habits a turnoff. She doesn't wash her hair often, only brushes her teeth once a day, and rarely wears perfume." Strangely, the actress sang a slightly different song to Vogue UK, saying, "Like Rob loves to lick under my armpits. I don't get this obsession with washing the smell away. Sounds weird to say that, but thank you." Inglourious Basterds star Eli Roth told people that his co-star Brad Pitt didn't have much time to shower before showing up to the movie set. But neither did Roth, who said Pitt gave him some tips, saying, "After a scene, Brad had to get next to me for a close-up shot, and he said, 'Dang, you're right, baby wipes. Man, baby wipes. I got 6 kids. All you've got to do is just take a couple quick wipes under the armpits. Man, I'm getting peed on all day. I don't have time to take a shower." Actress, singer, and former crazy dancer Miley Cyrus makes a lot of questionable choices, so her controversial hygiene might be the least shocking part of her planned hot mess personality. But in 2016, Cyrus supposedly wore someone else's retainer, basically opening herself up to someone else's germs. Medical experts thought that her white-coated tongue might be another sign she's not taking care of her mouth hygiene. Then, of course, there's the whole wrecking ball video, and I think people have really enjoyed The Voice and getting to see me as just an artist and someone that they can relate to again, rather than someone that slides down their own tongue. He has openly admitted that he might stink, but Bradley Cooper is taking steps to make up for it, just maybe not the most obvious ones. The star admitted to Esquire, "I don't really use deodorant anymore. I do take a lot of showers, so maybe that helps in the morning and then at night. And after I work out, I'll take a shower, so maybe 3 a day." Hey, at least he's doing something, right? She seems to mean well, but Shailene Woodley might want to get her nose checked if her own stories about her hygiene are true. The actress told Parade, "I basically have horsehair. It's so easy to take care of. I only shampoo it like once a month. The more oily, the better. You can find happiness in everything. Really, it's about how you look at things. I get really happy when I can take a hot shower." But it doesn't stop there. Someone told Star that Shailene rubs these special oils all over her body and they don't smell very good. Her smell is totally gross, and it's gotten so bad that her stylist is having a hard time borrowing fancy dresses for her to wear, because she makes the gowns stink. There's a rumor on the internet that you have 4 nipples. Can you just point out where they are? Normal ones and then just a little lower. He might be handsome, but rumor has it that musician Harry Styles doesn't smell attractive. His One Direction bandmate Louis Tomlinson once told Chicago's B96 radio, "I hate it when Harry farts and then pretends it's not him for like 10 minutes. The Daily Star said that his ex-girlfriend singer, Taylor Swift, also supposedly complained that Styles had the worst breath, like coffee, cigarettes, and alcohol. Even the usually quiet bandmate, Zayn Malik, told Top of the Pops, "I don't think there's enough money on this earth that would make me smell Harry's socks." Actor Johnny Depp and his ex-girlfriend singer Vanessa Paradis supposedly don't think bathing is a big deal. Someone told Fox News, Johnny isn't big on staying clean, and Vanessa isn't much different. They found their perfect match in each other. It's hard to be around them. Staying clean isn't their main concern. Too bad they broke up, right? Some of Hollywood's biggest stars might look amazing on the red carpet, but guess what? Behind the scenes, the way they keep clean might be pretty gross. From famous actors who smell weird to sweet movie stars who have strange habits about staying clean, these big celebrities show us that being famous doesn't always mean you smell good. Robert Pattinson might look cleaner now, but when he was making the Twilight movies, people said he really stunk. When a reporter asked him in 2009 if it was true that he didn't wash his hair for 6 weeks, he said, "Probably. I don't know. I don't really see why I should wash my hair. If you don't care if your hair is clean or not, then why would you wash it?" He also said his hair wasn't the only gross part of him. He said, "It's like I don't clean my apartment because I don't care. I use my apartment just for sleeping, and I have my hair for just, sitting on my head. I don't care if it's clean or not. Some people can get away with having dirty hair." But people who worked with the actor told MTV News that he's not one of those people. Someone who worked on the Twilight movie but didn't want to give their name said, "He stinks. I mean, it's really bad. He never takes showers and it drives everyone on the movie set crazy. Everything about me makes you want to come closer. My voice, my face, even my smell. America's sweetheart supposedly stinks too." Julia Roberts told Oprah back in 2008, "I don't actually use deodorant. It's just never been something I do." It's a really surprising thing to hear from the beautiful actress who won Richard Gere's heart in Pretty Woman. And that's not the only thing she doesn't use. Roberts isn't a big fan of soap either. A person who used to work as her security guard told Star magazine, "Julia is like a total hippie. She'll go days without taking a shower. She likes to save water. She really cares about the environment. And she likes the smell of her natural body oils." Yeah, and that's not all. The guard also said, she also says that she can't wash her hair too much because it gets too dry. She might be right about that, but she often gets smelly, no matter what. Whatever way Roberts chooses to stay clean hasn't stopped her from looking amazing on and off the big screen. Shia LaBeouf was so into playing his character in Fury that he did really gross things to understand what the World War II soldier felt like. Someone told the Daily Mail he pulled out his own tooth during the first few weeks of making the movie and then wouldn't take showers for weeks, so he could better understand how his character would have felt living in the war trenches. Of course, some of that might have been typical behavior from LaBeouf. Dance Moms star Maddie Ziegler worked with the actor in Sile's Elastic Heart music video in 2015. "It was gross because we were dirty and I had to bite his dirty hands." Ziegler's interesting experience working with the Transformers star had her really close to him, but not in a good way. "I was like, 'I'm sorry, but you kind of smell really bad.'" Ziegler told Entertainment Tonight she tried to help him with some tips about staying clean. He's like, "Then what should I bring? I'm like a towel, clean clothes, and lots of baby wipes." She said she had to keep cleaning herself off while working with him. "I was so dirty, I kept wiping myself clean, and I kept giving the wipes to Shia. He's like, 'I don't need them.' Like, yes you do. You really need them." While some stars have bad breath because they don't take care of their teeth or have bad hygiene habits, it's weird that a star would try to make their breath smell bad on purpose. Don't think Jennifer Lawrence wouldn't do that, though. During a show on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Lawrence's Hunger Games co-star, Liam Hemsworth, told everyone what it was like to kiss the blonde actress. "And it wasn't what fans might think. Anytime I had to kiss Jennifer was really uncomfortable and awkward." Hemsworth said that while he loves her as one of his best friends, kissing her was a different story. If we had a kissing scene, she would make sure to eat garlic or tuna fish, or, something that was really gross. Hemsworth said that Lawrence would often tell him exactly what she had eaten, and that she hadn't bothered to brush her teeth before filming the scene. Great, get in there and taste it. Since Lawrence's people haven't said anything about Tunagate, fans might have to believe what Hemsworth says. Self-care tips from celebrities are pretty much normal these days. Gym, tan, laundry, baby. While some stars will do crazy things for great skin, fans might be shocked at the weird things they'll use in their daily routines. Jersey Shore star Nicole Polizzi, better known to fans as Snooki, isn't afraid to tell the truth about her skincare routine, even if it might make fans feel sick. "So, I feel like all of you are asking about my beauty routine." While she was a guest on Conan's show, the mother of 3 kids admitted her secret ingredient was stolen from cats. She told Conan, "Well, I really like to look things up on Google, and I don't like to spend lots of money on fancy spa treatments just because I'm cheap. So I looked up on Google what else I could use that wasn't so expensive. It was cat litter." The reality TV star said that, while her way might be weird, she hasn't had any pimples break out on her face. Cat litter is made up of something called bentonite clay, which helps scrub your skin clean naturally. You know what they say: gym, tan, laundry, cat litter. Chrissy Teigen is telling all the personal details about her relationship with her husband, John Legend, and some of them might surprise you. The outspoken Sports Illustrated model isn't afraid to tell the truth, even if it means admitting all the strange places she and her husband have had sex. In a 2014 interview with Cosmopolitan magazine, Teigen said that in addition to upper thigh rubbing in restaurants, The couple wasn't afraid to get down and dirty on airplanes that regular people fly on. She explained, "We were flying to Thailand. To see my parents on a regular airplane in first class, we were under a blanket. We weren't even in one of those private bed things. I feel like we should get a trophy for that." When Extra asked in 2015 about the best public place where the couple had sex, Hygiene confirmed that she and her husband did it during a political event. Probably the Obama thing. What? John, what's the ... Oh God. They did say, however, that this didn't happen at the White House. While not wanting to give any details, Legend made it clear Obama was not president yet. Kesha cleans up really well, but she doesn't always bother to do it. Still, most of her making fun of how she smells is probably just joking around. She told BBC Radio 1 in 2013 that people around her tell her that she smells weird. Kesha explained, "I smell like a homeless person. One time, someone told me I smelled like a shrimp on a dirty diaper. I thought I could make a perfume that smelled a little like a shrimp on a dirty diaper, but I don't know if people want to smell like that." In her MTV documentary series called Kesha, My Crazy Beautiful Life, the pop star drank her own pee. "Seriously, I'll drink my own pee," she told BBC Radio 1 about the gross moment. "I was told drinking my own pee was good for me. I was trying to be healthy. Someone tried to take my pee away from me, and I said, 'That is mine.' So, I grabbed it back and took a big drink, and it was really gross, so I don't do it anymore." Here's hoping she brushed her teeth with more than a bottle of Jack Daniels after that. Remember how Gwyneth Paltrow promised she'd never go to the Met Gala again in 2013? The Oscar winner complained that the event was too hot and sweaty for her. But it turns out it was probably an even worse experience for anyone who stood next to her. Someone who was there told the National Enquirer, "Poor Gwyneth looked perfect in pictures, but it must have been the hot lights that made her smell really strong. It was pretty stinky, and I don't think she knew it. I saw at least 2 people wave their hands in front of their noses after walking past her." A friend of the actress made an excuse for her, telling the magazine, "Gwyneth has heard that aluminum might cause cancer and that putting aluminum-based deodorant right on those sensitive armpit areas can make breast cancer more likely to happen. She's trying out new deodorants. She's probably going to fail with some of them. But Gwyneth tells her friends she'd rather smell bad than die." For the record, the American Cancer Society doesn't agree with Paltrow. Russell Crowe's body odor is supposedly as bad as his temper. Joan Rivers allegedly once said, "He has a body odor problem. I like to sit where the wind blows his smell away." For me, at Hollywood parties, I find that really hard to believe. People who knew what was happening told the National Enquirer that after people kept asking for better hygiene on the set of Cinderella Man, co-star Renee Zellweger asked for a body double to do any romantic scenes. Still, one of Crowe's friends defended the actor's smell, saying, "Russell is just a regular guy, and he definitely doesn't have a hygiene problem."